Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Hello, welcome to Northview Stadium. We are here tonight with the Northview Cougars hosting Selma Southside High School. I'm Mitt Kirkland along with George Miller. George, it's good to have you here tonight.
It's good to be back, Mitt. You know, I'm happy to be here for the opening game for Northview. I'm excited to see what they have this year, and this should be a game that they should be able to win, you know, 6A versus a 3A, but let's not count Selma out yet. You know, I'm just happy to be here. Football season's back.
And so tell us a little about Northview this year.
Well, Northview, they are coming in. They got 9 returning starters on offense, and they have 5 on defense. They're looking to have a better year than they did last year. They went 3-7, so, you know, Coach Parrish is expecting a lot in his second year. Like I said, they have 9 returning starters on offense. Grayson Davis comes back as their quarterback. He started for them 9 games last year. And but it might be a quarterback by committee. He talked about He talked about that they have another kid, Cameron Erickson, who might come in and play a couple snaps too. So a little bit like the Alabama Crimson Tide, got a little bit of a duel, you know, going on for quarterback. But I'm just really excited to see what they have going on, and you know, don't count them out. It's the first game of the year, you know, long season. Yeah,
Northview, they were in a lot of games last year. They came up a little short. But they were able to compete, and that's the thing you want to do initially is start competing, and then you grow as a team.
Absolutely, yeah. I believe the stat is, they only lost by 11 and 13 points. You know, those were the only double-digit loss for them last year in 2 games. The rest of them came in single digits, and, you know, we saw a lot of Northview play last year. They became a lot more disciplined on the offensive side of the ball, eliminated a lot of turnovers and a lot of penalties, and I believe that's what kept them in a lot of games.
So we're expecting much better things from Northview. Coach Parrish said, hey, look, we're not just looking to have a winning record. We're not just looking to get to the playoff. We're looking toward a state championship, and that's a very good attitude to have.
Absolutely. You know, if you have that kind of attitude, it helps you build towards a winning season and getting to the playoffs, and that would be the first time that Northview's done that since 2000. So
a good return that time by Jabri Barber. He takes it out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line of the Cougars.
So good starting field position here for them.
They'll be at their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
We're going to see a heavy dose of the run here for Northview. We saw that last year, and right off the bat, they go to Jabri Barber. Barber had a nice season last year. He shared the workload with Malachi Harvey, so those are the 2 names to watch out for right there. But I did read in the paper they switched Malachi Harvey over to linebacker too, so we might see him go both ways. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 here. Davis takes a snap, hands off to Barber again. He's going to rumble forward for about 4 yards.
That stop was by number 4 for Selma.
And that is Trendarius Carter.
So it's a 3rd and about 3 for the Cougars. This is the opening drive of the game. They started off in great field position, 42-yard line. Handoff, good. And it's going to be enough for a first down. That was number 13, Malachi Harvey, with the carry.
And that's a name we called a lot last year. He had a really nice year. He's going to be the lead back for Northview this year. And I'm expecting great things from him.
Number 13.
So it's a 1st and 10 for the Cougars, and they have the ball on the Selma side of the field.
They picked up enough yardage for 1st down. The 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Panther 47.
So the south side of Selma Panthers taking on the Northview Cougars. Hand off to number 1. He slips down. That was Jabri Barber, and He would have gotten some more yardage if he hadn't tripped.
Absolutely. He had a lot of open field in front of him and just couldn't find his footing right there, but still picked up positive yardage, and so we're looking at about a 2nd and 7 here.
So a gain of 3. The ball just shy of the 45-yard line of the Panthers.
And, you know, we can't really see it on camera probably, but Northview has about 80 players, and Selma has about 30. So this running game for Northview is probably going to wear them down as the game goes on, and so I look for them just keep pounding it and pounding it.
That time Northview was tripped up in the backfield.
Yeah, that was number 15, Emmanuel Walker.
17, Grayson Davis.
No, I'm sorry, that was number 19, Zay Macon.
A loss of about 2.5 yards, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 12.
Come out in the pistol here. Full house package.
Handoff and a good run.
Oh, nice run.
Wow, an excellent run that time by Harvey, running over a couple of Panthers in the process.
And he's close to a first down there. I think they might have to bring it out and measure it. He ran into one of his blockers there, and that kind of stifled his run, but I think he still probably picked up the first down.
I think it's going to be pretty close to first down. I believe he has it.
Yep, first down.
Timeout, Panthers.
So timeout on the field with 8:33 left in the first. No score between the Northview Cougars and the Selma Southside Panthers. So it's the 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball at the 37-yard line of the Panthers.
Panther 37.
They're going to come back out in the pistol formation.
And Barber takes it, and he gets across the 30, inside the 30.
Yeah, there's a big hole right there for Barber. And picked up, I'd say, about 8 yards right there on first down, and this Cougar offense is rolling right now.
Play picks up 7 yards, becomes 2nd down and 3 for the Cougars.
So brings up a 2nd and 3 for Northview. They're doing a good job moving the ball.
Absolutely. Harvey up the middle.
And that is Harvey again, and he rips off some yards.
Yeah, he's a powerful runner, and it's going to take usually more than one player to bring him down because he hits the hole hard, and as you see right there, I picked up probably about 13 yards on the carry.
So it's a 1st and 10. The ball at about the 14-yard line. And Harvey again takes it inside the 5.
Ball carried with 13, Malachi Harvey. Harvey brought down by number 4, Trendarius Carter.
Number 4 was on the tackle.
That's Trendarius Carter again. Looks like he's the middle linebacker for Southside.
The 2nd down and 2.
So 2nd and 2 here.
2nd and 2 for the Cougars.
Harvey up the middle again.
And it's a touchdown, Malachi Harvey from 5 yards out.
It was just a really nice drive right there by Northview. They came out and did what we thought they were going to do, just heavy dose of the run, and it worked out for them. And capped off about a
Well, it started on the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and they held the ball for about 5.5 minutes there. So just, really good opening drive for the Northview Cougar season right there to, get 6 points. And they have an all-state kicker. He's a verbal commit to South Alabama right now. So his name is, look for it, Zach Martin.
So he misses the extra point.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I guess you jinxed it.
I know, right?
George.
Yeah, he was 11 for 13 last year on field goals, and he was perfect in point after. So.
Right. So the score is Northview 6, Southside nothing. Have a 58-yard drive and capped off with a 5-yard TD run by Malachi Harvey, and they go up 6-0 and miss the extra point. Martin is here to kick for the Cougars.
He boomed that one.
Boy, that one almost in the parking lot. Wow, he has a foot.
Yes, he does.
So the Panthers will be starting at their own 20-yard line. So it's a good night for football, George. We've had a couple of good nights, and the crowd is starting to pick up here. They were a little slow getting here, but
they were.
You know, on the home side.
Yeah, it is a beautiful night for football. Not too hot, not too cold.
Now, who's quarterback for Selma?
Quarterback for Selma is, let's see if I can see his number. Having trouble right now. I think it might be Malik Johnson. Yeah, it is.
It's handed off to number 5, Williams, and he picks up, look like a first down, pretty close.
Yeah, that's Markendrick Williams right there, and man, he had some speed to the outside. You know, we were in the pregame. We were looking at the size of Selma. They're a little undersized, and they are a 3A school, but we wondered if that would translate over to them having some speed, and I think it does.
Boy, so Southside scored, gets a first down on the very first play. So the ball is on the 30-yard line, so it brings up a 1st and 10. He keeps it, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, the initial hit right there was number 42, Nathan Cobb.
Also,
comes up and makes a play. I think number 6 and 94 were in on that too, which would be 94 is Braxton Dyer.
So a loss of about 4.
Yeah.
So it will bring up a 2nd and 14.
You know, Coach Parrish in the paper article today was talking about how the defensive line for Northview is probably their strong suit on defense. So look for them to make a big impact. Ooh, wide open.
Long complete pass down to number 14. That's Smith.
Yeah, that was a nice pass right there from Malik Johnson. You know, he had a little bit of pressure coming from the outside from Dyer, and he just stepped up and made a nice throw to the open man.
So it's a first down, and it's close to midfield. We have an officials timeout with 5:46 left in the first. The score is Northview 6, Southside of Selma nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. The ball at the 49, at their own 49-yard line. After a long completion from Johnson.
Come out the power eye now.
Johnson pitches it back, and it's a fumble. But Selma was able to fall back on it. That was number 5, Williams.
Yeah, he just couldn't handle the pitch right there, and he pounced on it, like you said, kept him from turning it over.
That could have been a disaster for the Panthers and a great opportunity for the Cougars.
Absolutely.
So that was a loss of 4, so it brings up a 2nd and 14. Ball back on the 46-yard line of the Panthers. A pitch and another fumble.
It's on the ground still. I don't know who picked it up.
Wow. So two mishandled pitches in a row.
Yeah, that was a reverse right there designed for Derek Griffin, and he just couldn't handle that pitch like you said. And almost another turnover for Southside here, 2 plays in a row.
Hey, you keep doing that, sooner or later it's going to cost you.
You're right, and that stifled their drive. They had a couple of nice plays to start the ball game, but here now they're faced with about a 3rd and 20.
20,
so.
yeah. They were at the 49-yard line, but now they're back at the 39. They've got to get to the 41 of Northview to get a first down. Johnson drops back. He's looking. And they're going to call a flag on Northview, and I don't know about that.
Yeah. It didn't look like it was catchable. It looked like it was overthrown.
Number 1, David Johnson, with number 2, Derek Griffin.
And they just got tangled up right there. There wasn't really any contact, initial contact made.
And the ball was thrown way outside of where the receiver was, but needless to say, it's an interference call against they call offensive interference, and it's offensive interference. I didn't think I saw the defensive interference there. And so it's against the Panthers. And so the Cougars declined the penalty, so it will bring up a 4th down.
Big break right there for Northview, man. I really thought that they were going to go against the defense there.
Back deep for Northview is number 1, Jabri Barber, and number 13, Malachi Harvey. Griffin is the punter. Whistle.
Dead ball, so.
Delay of game.
The call was delay of game.
No, they only had 10 men on the field.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So that adds another 5-yard penalty. So the Panthers are going the wrong direction.
Yep. Northview ain't going to complain.
Hey, not at all. Hey, in a game like this, you can use any help you can get.
You're right.
Back deep is Barber and Harvey. The ball goes to Harvey. He takes it at the 39. He's across the 45, across midfield, and he's knocked down at about the 48-yard line. So a good return that time by Jabri Barber. And we saw him on the basketball court quite a bit last year, George.
We did, and he's a good 2-sport athlete here for Northview, and he's a fine basketball player and a fine football player too. So.
The first and 10 for the Cougars at the Panther.
So Northview will be starting at Southside's 48-yard line. Northview is keeping 3 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Wow.
Nice play there by number 30 for Southside. That is
number 17, Grayson Davis.
Well, I thought it was number 30.
19, Zay Macon. Macon stopped by number 30 for the Panthers.
So that was a loss of 3. That was Macon with the ball. He had nowhere to go. A good defensive play that time by the Panthers.
Yeah, sorry, folks. I'm looking on the roster, I don't see number 30, but that was a really good play. Exploded right through the line.
So it brings up a 2nd and 13 for the Cougars. Davis drops. He's in right through the hands of Addison Mims.
Tell you, that was a nice pass right there by Davis. And anytime you have a pass like that, you want your receiver to help you out, but he just wasn't able to haul it in. And so now the Cougars are faced with a 3rd and
13.
Yeah, 3rd and 13. So
the Cougars came out on their first drive and put together a 58-yard drive, capped off with a 5-yard TD run by Harvey. They missed the extra point, so it's 6-0, and we have 3:15 left in the third. And
nice
it's completed
pass.
over to. He could take it.
He
Touchdown!
No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
That was Jabri Barber and across the middle, and I tell you what, he was hit right in stride by Davis, and then he did some work on his own to get extra yards.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of credit goes to the receiver right there for the yards after catch, but man, nice delivery there by Davis. Stood tall in the pocket, very composed, and just delivered a nice pass to Barber, and he did the rest.
So he takes, well, they're going to call him out of bounds at the, looks like the 13. Davis pitches it to Harvey. Harvey goes around in, and he's still standing up, and he's going to be close to a first down.
He's got really good balance. He's hard to bring down.
Number 17, Grayson Davis. It's off number 13, Malachi Harvey. Harvey stopped by number 34, Quinterius Thompson. And number 3, Xavier
Thompson was on the stop for the Panthers. So it's going to be second and one. 2:29 left in the first. This has been a fast first quarter.
It has. But that usually happens when you have an offense that runs the ball a lot. So time's just a ticking.
And touchdown by Barber. So he finished it up after the long pass reception.
Yeah. Rightfully so. He got him down there. So let him cap it off.
So Northview scores with 2:09 left in the first. That was a 4-yard run.
That sounds about right.
By Barber. So we'll see if they can make the extra point on this one. Martin missed the last extra point, but on the kickoff, he almost kicked it out of the stadium. That time he nails it. So Northview goes up by a score 13-0 with 2:09 left in the first. So Northview scores on both of their possessions, and that's very impressive, George.
Absolutely. 2 for 2 here to start the season off. And if you're Coach Parrish, you got to be happy to see that. You know, you're coming out here and you're playing a smaller school, so you don't want your kids to look ahead to the next week. You got to be happy that they're playing the game that they're playing right now and that they're in control.
Wow, he almost kicks that one out of the stadium. Martin has a leg.
He does. There's a reason why he's committed to South Alabama right now.
So that last drive for the Tigers was a 48-yard drive. They had great starting field position at the 48-yard line of the Panthers. So they've had a touchdown drive of 58 yards and another of 48 yards. And both were, the first touchdown was a 5-yard TD run by Harvey. The second was a 4-yard TD run by Barber. So those are the two go-to guys for the Cougars.
Nice play there by Dyer. Stayed at home and snuffed that screen out.
No gain on the play, so it brings up a 2nd and 10. Yeah, they tried to catch Northview. We're going to try to hit them with a little screen there. And Northview stayed at home and was able to make a stop.
No gain on the play. So 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at the 20-yard line.
A college coach once said, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So stay at home.
And no, the quarterback keeps it, and he's got some running room around the right side of the field. And he's still running.
He's got some speed.
Boy, he really does have some speed. That's Malik Johnson. And he takes it across midfield.
He had me fooled there, too. I thought he handed it off.
So he takes it to midfield. The ball's just on the 50-yard line. And boy, he really does have some speed.
He does. And you know, if you're Northview, that's what you have to handle right there is the big play capability of Southside.
So it's a 1st and 10 ball at midfield. Handoff. Whoa, he breaks a tackle, and he's still going. A great effort that time by Williams. It looked like he was going to be dropped for a loss, and he winds up picking up a couple of positive yards.
Absolutely. Dyer and that was Melton right there. Snuffed that ball or snuffed that play out, but I'll tell you, he was slippery right there to be able to, get positive yardage.
So a gain of 2, it brings up a 2nd and 8. That was he got those yards by just pure effort.
That's right.
Johnson takes the snap. He goes back. He goes deep, and it's going to be incomplete.
Just a little underthrown right there. Tight coverage there too by the Cougars. It was number 36, Jatavius Vickers.
And one thing, I'll tell you what, Johnson's not afraid. Is not afraid to let it go.
No, he's not. That's about the third one that he's thrown deep so far. And sometimes you just got to do that. You're down 14-0 right now, or 13-0 in the first quarter. As it's coming to a close, and there's nothing wrong with opening it up, trying to get back in this ball game. 4 wide here.
3rd and 8. And it's complete. Johnson over to Griffin for the first down. I tell you, he can zip that ball.
He can, and he just found a man wide open right there in the middle of the field. And credit Nigel Lee for Northview right there making that tackle, because he was the only one in between that receiver and the end zone.
So Southside of Selma is showing something here behind the arm of Malik Johnson.
And that's who you look to on offense as your quarterback. He's usually the leader of the offense, and you need him to step up, play big.
And they hand it off to Williams, and nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard, so we're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter play. So we've come to the end of one. The score, the Northview Cougars 13, the Southside Panthers nothing. We'll be back with more action after this time out. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Rippey Stadium, where the Northview Cougars are hosting the Southside Panthers of Selma, Alabama. I'm Nick Kirkland with George Willard, and we've seen both teams able to move the ball. And Selma is put together a good drive. This drive started on their own 20-yard line, and they moved it into Cougar territory.
Yeah, they have been able to move the ball pretty well. The first drive stifled a little bit because of penalties, or because of fumbles. But here, in their second drive, they're looking a little bit more composed, and a lot of credit goes to Malik Johnson. I mean, he's had a big play with his arm and really big play with his legs to, set him up to where they're at right now. So, you got to give him a little bit of credit out here fighting, only down 13-0.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
Flag on the play, delay of game.
And that's something that the Panthers can't afford to do, is get behind the chains.
That's right.
But with the arm of Malik Johnson and the speed that he has, it's not an impossible task. It's the 3rd and 13. He goes up and is tipped by a Cougar.
I think it was Melton out there on the outside. Yeah, Brennan Melton. Oh, there's a flag.
Flag on the play.
We're waiting to see what the flag is.
Number 1, Malik Johnson, pass intended number 2, Kelly Griffin.
It's against the Panthers again. It's declined, so we'll make it 4th down. It was an illegal formation call. Back to punt is Griffin, Derek Griffin.
Timeout, Selma.
Timeout, Panthers.
And another timeout by the Panthers with 11:07 left in the second. The Cougars lead 13-0. So the Panthers are having to punt after a couple of penalties. Puts them out of range. And it's a punt. And it's picked up by Malachi Harvey. And he walks the sideline up to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, so it's about a 15-yard return right there.
Taken by number 2, Terry Griffin. Received by number 13, Malachi Harvey. Harvey taken out by number 13.
So the Cougars will be starting on their own 26.
The Cougars at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, and we'll see if the Cougars can keep moving the ball. They have scored on both possessions so far tonight.
Oh, fumble.
And the fumble, and the Cougars lose it. It's recovered by the Panthers.
Yeah, that was Malachi Harvey right there with the fumble. And that's unfortunate for Northview. They were rolling on offense, and now they got their defense, just came off the field after a long drive, having to come back out. And so we'll see if they're going to be able to make a stand here.
So they fumbled the ball on their own 33, and so the Panthers will take over on the Northview 33-yard line. First and 10. Malik Johnson is the quarterback. He drops back, and he's being pursued, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage by number 97 for the Cougars. And that's
Kevin Wynn.
Wynn.
Braxton Dyer, they're initiating, the first amount of pressure. Didn't come up with a sack there, but definitely helped make the play.
So a loss of 2. It brings up a 2nd and 12. Johnson. And they fumble, and they pick it up. But, boy, he was met by a Mack truck by number 44 of Northview.
Yeah, that's Frankie Oliver right there. Came up and laid a lick on him.
Yes, he did. I think he wished he had not gone for that one.
I know that's right.
So that was a loss on that play. It moves the ball back to the 40-yard line. This drive started on the 33. So it brings up a 3rd and 17. 9.5 minutes left in the first half. The Cougars lead at 13-0. Over the Southside Panthers of Selma, Alabama.
Ooh,
oh, and it's intercepted.
What a play.
What a play.
Yeah, that's Jamal Lane right there on the big play for Northview. Or is that, yeah, that's Jamal Lane, number 8. And I'll tell you, oh, I'm sorry, no, that's Cameron Truitt. Yeah, that's Cameron Truitt right there. Man, what a play. Being aware, seeing it's a screen, getting his hand up, deflecting it, and just coming down with the interception. Anytime one of them big defensive linemen get an interception like that just makes their year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you love to see that happen.
Absolutely.
So Northview will be starting on their own 45. A fumble the last time. It is passed. What a catch that time by Jabri Barber. A one-handed catch.
I'll tell you what, man. He must be watching some Hard Knocks, seeing Jarvis Landry with all of those one-handed catches right there, because that was a heck of a play. He's having a nice game so far, Mitt.
Yes, he is. That was about a 17-yard gain. So the Cougars are in the Panthers' territory. The ball at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. 8:58 left in the first half, 13-0. The Cougars leading the Panthers. A pitch out to Harvey, and he's got some running room, and he runs forward, and he gets inside the 20.
Yeah, nice read there by Davis going to the outside, and once that defender initiated coming towards him, was able to pitch it off to Harvey, and man, he had that whole right side of the field wide open for himself.
So it's a first down for the Cougars. The ball in the red zone, 19 yards line. The Cougars have scored on every possession except their last possession. They fumbled the ball, and they wound up getting it back on an interception. First and 10. Heading off to Harvey. He's got some running room, and he takes it inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
That was actually Zay Macon right there.
Was it Macon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to tell if that's 13 or 19. We talk about those numbers just about every game.
Yeah. So that was a gain of about 7. So it brings up a 2nd and 3.
Northview looks like they got 3 good backs this year.
And that's something you need. You need some depth in the backfield.
Yeah, when you run this kind of offense, you definitely do. It's a run-heavy offense.
Yeah. So 7 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first half. Northview 13, Southside nothing. 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. The ball on the 13-yard line. Pitch back to Harvey, and he should have enough for the first down.
That was Trendarius Carter again on the tackle.
So they're going to say it's short, so it's 3rd and 1 for the Cougars. They need to get inside the 10-yard line.
Flag.
And if it's on the Cougars, he'll move them out. Offside against the Panthers, and so that gives the Cougars first down. So it's 1st and goal from the 5. 7 minutes left in the first half. Cougars in control. They've been very impressive tonight. We've seen them make 1 or 2 mistakes, but overall they've been very solid and disciplined.
Absolutely, and I think that has to go with the coaching staff. They're in their 2nd year now, and these kids have bought in and just become more disciplined.
That was Malachi Harvey, the ball carrier. He's going to be short of the goal line.
And that was number 41.
33 and 11.
Oh, 33 and 11. Okay, that was Jotavius Hamilton and Edgerrin Moore on the tackle.
So 2nd and goal. The ball is on the 2-yard line. Davis. And they give it to Harvey. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just put his head down right there and just kept them feet churning. And now he's in for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
I'll tell you, that's Harvey's 2nd touchdown. And it comes with 6:16 left in the first half. So the Cougars have scored on 3 of their 4 possessions here in the first half. Kind of a high snap.
Yep.
And it's good. So Jack Martin knocks that one through. So the Cougars go up 19-0 with 6:16 left in the first half.
Second kick for the Cougars, number 6, Jack Martin.
So the score is 20-0, Cougars. And Martin puts that one in the end zone again, so no return.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 touchbacks for him.
So Northview has really been consistent. They've mixed it up with some good passing and running. They have a good stable of running backs.
They do, and you know Grayson Davis has looked really good when he's been called upon to throw the ball, and that just adds an extra element to this offense.
So Southside will be starting at their own 20. A little hesitation there and nothing else.
Yeah, that was Derek Griffin on the carry, and that was Cameron Truitt and Nathan Cobb on the tackle. So Truitt, last possession had that big interception. So he's having himself a nice game.
A loss of 1, so it's 2nd and 11. And timeout on the field with 5:59 left in the first half. The score, Northview 20, Southside of Selma, nothing. 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. We'll see if Johnson can make something happen here. And he goes around, and he's going to be dragged down in the backfield.
That was number 94 right there, Braxton Dyer. Man, what a heck of a play right there. Looked like Johnson was going to sneak around the outside, but Dyer just grabbed a hold and didn't let go.
No gain on the play, so it brings up a 3rd and 11. And a flag.
Legal formation.
Penalty declined by the Cougars. They've declined a couple of them tonight. But if you have them backed up like that, hey, go
That's
with
right.
the down.
I was going to say, it's 3rd and 11. You know, you got to be confident in your defense the way they're playing right now.
Johnson takes the snap. He drops back, and he
Dyer.
runs forward.
Dyer almost
And
had a
he
sack.
gets the first down. I tell you, he's a very talented player.
He is. You know, he was slippery right there. I thought Dyer was going to get the sack right, and but Johnson got away from him. And credit Nathan Cobb right there to, you know, hustle on over there and push him out of bounds and keep that from being a bigger play.
So Johnson picks up the first down, so it's the 1st and 10. He keeps this drive alive. Ball at the 30-yard line. So they were able to make up for the loss with the penalty. They had 2 negative plays and then a penalty. Johnson, he tries to get to the outside, and he slides through, but he's taken down at the 30.
Yeah, that's number 15 on the tackle there, Emmanuel Walker.
So they're going to give him about a yard, so it brings up a 2nd and 9. Ball at the just shy of the 31-yard line. .445 left in the half. Northview's leading 20-0 over the Panthers of Selma, Southside High School of Selma, Alabama. Johnson, he threads the needle
Sure did.
right between 3 defenders. That was a very accurate pass. It's going to be just shy of the first down. They needed to get to the 40. And they're going to be, the ball's going to be spotted just shy of the 39.
That's going to be 3rd and 1 here. And man, that was a risky pass right there, but great accuracy.
He zipped that one in there.
He sure did.
3rd and 1 for the Panthers. And Johnson keeps it, and he breaks a tackle enough to get a first down. Game picked up about 3 and only needed 1. So it's the 1st and 10, the ball at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. 3:40 left in the half. The Cougars have scored 3 times tonight. They've scored on 3 of 4 possessions. The only possession they didn't score on was because of a turnover. Whoa, a big hit and loss that time. It was number 14, Smith.
Yeah, and that was Gavin Cruz on the tackle right there. Just, I mean, defensive line for Northview, I'm really impressed with them tonight. They are having a great game, being very disruptive.
Under 3 minutes left in the first half. 2nd and 15 for the Panthers. Johnson keeps it, and he spins back around the other way. And I tell you what, he picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, he did. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, and, you know,
right.
There's a lot of credit right there because there's a lot of red jerseys in the backfield. It's Frankie Oliver on the tackle, number 44.
Malik Johnson is a senior. He's been the one bright spot for the Panthers.
He has.
Just over 2 minutes left in the half. Johnson rolls out, goes long, almost complete. It was intended for number 15. That's Caffey. Derek Caffey.
He put it in a good spot where he could go up and catch it. He just wasn't able to bring it in. Tell you, he's a gamer, Johnson is.
So it brings up a 4th down and a timeout with 1:43 left in the second. The score is the Cougars of Northview 20, the Panthers of Southside nothing. Ball's at the 41-yard line. They've got to get to the 49 of Northview, but they're going to punt. It was 4th down. And the ball is picked up by Barber, and he's got some speed.
He does.
Boy, he cuts back to the middle, and he takes it across the 50 for a great return.
That was a heck of a return. That was about a 45-yard return. Or 35-yard, I should say. He's helped them have good field position every single time.
So the Cougars start in great field position, and they have 1:26 to try to put some more points on the board. First and 10 Cougars. And they brought in a new quarterback. That's number 8 for the Cougars. That's Jamal Lane. He didn't get out of bounds, and the Cougars didn't call a timeout. So a gain of about 4, 2nd and 6. Using a lot of time. What an incredible catch that time.
It was.
By number 14 of the Cougars, Jordan Allen. We've seen a couple of spectacular catches tonight by our Cougar receivers.
Yeah, well, they got some athleticism out there on the side.
So it's a first down for the Cougars. Ball on the 39-yard line of the Panthers. And the pass is complete. Well, let's see. It may have been over the line of scrimmage, you think?
I don't think so. I don't know what
I
that
see a
was.
flag.
Yeah. Might be a hold. No, it was. Legal man downfield.
Pass position number 11. He was knocked out of bounds by number 9, Antonio Davis.
The penalty is against the Cougars.
They haven't had too many of those tonight.
No, they haven't. They play very controlled and disciplined football.
Yep. Other than that fumble they had, in the first quarter, that's really the only hiccup they've had.
Lane goes deep and is just off the fingertips of Zay Macon.
Yeah, that one he left up there a little bit, overthrew it. Luckily, it didn't get intercepted.
2nd and 15. The ball at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Lane goes deep. Whoa!
Man.
Almost by Barber. He almost brought that one in.
Yeah, he already had one-handed catch. He almost had two right there.
18 seconds left. 3rd and 15.
I think we'll probably see them. Well, they have a good kicker, so might try to open it up right here and get in field goal range.
Lane rolls out. Whoa. That should have been a flag. He tripped the receiver.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, but
maybe they didn't feel it was a catchable ball.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there, but they have the best angle on it.
Yeah. So it brings up a 4th and 15 with 10 seconds left, and they'll just go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Lane drops back.
He's got a man.
It's complete. Oh, and he could take it to the house.
He does. What a play.
With 10 seconds left from Lane to Jordan Allen for the touchdown, and a great effort after the catch by Allen.
That was. Credit Lane right there, standing strong, throwing a nice ball for him. But, man, Jordan Allen broke a couple tackles right there and made an amazing play to get into the end zone here at the end of the half. Man, what a play for Northview.
Wow. There was 10 seconds left, and when he got into the end zone, it was on 0. So Northview does a good job on 4th down. So both quarterbacks have really been impressive.
Offsides.
The call is offside against the Panthers. The penalty is declined.
So the backup quarterback comes in and rips one out for 45 yards for a touchdown to Jordan Allen. Jamal Lane to Jordan Allen. Extra point is good. So the Cougars go up 27-0 at halftime. So we'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. welcome back to Northview Stadium, where the Northview Cougars are hosting the Panthers of Southside High School Selma. I'm Mick Kirkland, along with George Willett and thousands of other people, as you can see. A good crowd tonight, and that's great.
Absolutely. Anytime we can get a good crowd out here to come out and see the hometown team, that adds an element to this game.
And so far it's been all Cougars. They have really performed tonight. They have put up 27 points, all 27 coming in the first half. But they pretty much control the flow of this game.
Yeah, they have. They've ran the ball a lot, really pounded it down the Panther throat. And now they're knocking on the goal line here on the really the inch-yard line. Looking to go up here by about 33.
The Cougars have it's 2nd and goal. The ball's on the 1-yard line. And Lane tries to take it in, and he does. So Lane gets the touchdown. Jamal Lane from 1 yard out. So that drive started on the Northview 50-yard line when the Cougars intercepted the pass and Cobb intercepted the pass.
Yeah, and they just, they controlled the clock there for a while, and they're up big right now, so the clock is definitely in their favor. You hate to say this about the Panthers, but I think, their goose is pretty much cooked in this one.
Extra point up and good to the tennis courts. He put a foot in that one.
Yeah, getting some good practice in right now.
So the extra point is good. Northview goes up by a score of 34-0. So Northview scores their first points of the second half, and it comes with 11:55 left in the fourth period. It was a 1 yard run by Lane. It's a 50-yard drive by the Cougars. Takes it on the 1 yard line. And he's dropped at the 10.
Yeah, his first return of the night.
You're exactly right. The very first return for the Panthers of Selma. Southside of Selma. Back last year, I got to go on a field trip to Selma. It's a very interesting area with a lot of history.
There is. I haven't gotten to walk around the city that much, but I've definitely driven over the historical bridge and seen the movie and read a lot about it. I mean, there is a lot of history right there, and it's definitely an impact. For being as small as it is, it's definitely an impactful city.
Yeah, I went on with the group. There were 2 busloads from Dothan that took a field trip. Fumble. The ball's back on the 1 yard line. But a couple of busloads from Dothan took a trip up there. We actually had a guide that took us to all these historic places and explained different things to us. So it was very interesting and very educational.
Yeah, that sounds like something right up my alley. I would have liked to have been on that.
So we have timeout on the court with 11:17 left, 34-0 Cougars. So the ball is at the 2 yard line. It's 2nd and 20 for the Panthers. They've got to try to get there in dangerous territory. Johnson drops back. He's being chased. And what a catch. What a throw and what a catch. Complete over to number 5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Markendrick Williams, man, he's had a really nice game. He's got some good hands on him.
He does, and I'll tell you, when Johnson zips it, he zips it. He's an accurate passer.
He really is. He's a good quarterback.
Wow. That was a 26-yard completion. First and 10, the ball at the 28-yard line. And it's a run and a gain of probably about 4 yards.
That was Derek Griffin on the handoff.
Ten and a half minutes left. Cougars in control 34-0.
Northview's got their second string on defense now.
Johnson drops back. It's complete. It's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down. Clock still ticking. And in the game for the Cougars, number 40 and 41. 40 is Jason Hall, and 41 is Malik Walters. Third and 1. Handoff. And it's enough for a first down.
There's a flag on the play.
That was Stacy with the ball. The flag is against the Panthers, so the ball will go back 5 yards. To the 32-yard line. So 3rd and 7. And I tell you, number 5, Stacy, is a pretty good ball player too. He's hard. He's a hard runner. He's a hard worker. And that's all you can ask for your kids, to go out there and give it your best.
That's right. You know, and those two aren't quitting either. You know, I mean they're down 34-0 right now, but I mean he's still out there running hard and trying to get his. It's 4th and 4 here.
Did I say Stacy? I'm sorry, I was on the wrong. That was Williams. I was on the wrong roster. Williams catches the ball and he cuts out to the outside, and he's got some running room and a couple of blockers, and he's going to be dropped deep in Northview territory at about the 32-yard line. A huge gain.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there, and I mean, he just made a couple guys miss, and a big play right there on 4th and 4 to pick up the first down and move it down into the Northview territory.
And we just talked the play before how these guys haven't quit. They're out there putting forth a lot of effort.
Absolutely. And that's stuff you can't coach, you know.
Right. Malik Johnson is the quarterback for the Panthers. Johnson drops back, finds an open receiver, and it's complete and down near the 20. Is that number 20, Taylor, on the reception? So it's a 2nd and 1. The ball at the 22-yard line. 7.5 minutes left in the 4th. 34-0 Cougars. The Panthers are just outside the red zone. Johnson rolls out, and he throws it up for grabs.
Just flags down.
Flag on the field.
We were talking earlier about the Southside band. It's not a very big band. Really, can you kind of pan up and let's see the band? But they have a good sound to it.
I was going to say, they're very small, but what they lack in size, they make up for in sound, and they're competing over here with this big Northview band.
So our hats off to the Panther band.
That's right.
And as always, the Cougars do always have a good band, and they did an outstanding, had an outstanding halftime performance. A handoff again to Williams. He's going to be short of the first down. It was 3rd and 4. Malik Johnson, he drops back, he goes deep into the end zone. Oh, touchdown.
No, he dropped it.
Dropped it.
Yep. I thought he brought it down, too, until I saw the referee doing his hands.
Wow, it was a good pass. The receiver just couldn't hang on to it.
And it was almost a great catch, too. I mean, he went up there and got it. He just, when he hit the ground, it popped out.
4th down. I'll tell you what, Malik's release is just looks so effortless.
Yeah, it does. And, I mean, he throws a perfect spiral every time, too.
Williams drops back.
I think they're going to stop him here.
Yeah, and so the Panthers would turn the ball over on downs. But they had a good drive. That drive started on their own 10-yard line, and they advanced to the 25 of Northview.
Yeah, and that was a big credit to the big run by Markendrick Williams just to get him down there. He caught that pass over the middle and got him to the 25, but then a penalty stifled it again, and now they're turning it over to the Cougars.
So the Cougars will be starting at their own 25-yard line.
Turnover on downs to the Cougars, the first team for the Cougars at their own 25.
And let's see who's going to be calling the signals. I think we have another quarterback in there.
No, 2. Northview's going to take a timeout. Quarterback is 39, I think. Nick Bowden.
Okay, 6:18 left in the fourth. 34-0 Cougars. Left. You're out of focus. Okay. The Cougars have it. And a run around the edge is number 4 for the Cougars. That's Ricky Millender.
Volunteer number 4, Ricky Millender.
So the Cougars bring in another fast running back.
Official timeout.
An official's timeout. Well, we have a timeout. Let's quickly recap the scoring drives of the game tonight. Northview's first score came with 10 seconds. Let me get back to the first score. That's the second quarter. All right. Northview's first score came with 6:53 in the first on a 5-yard TD run by Harvey. They missed the extra point to make it 6-0. The next touchdown came with 2:09 left in the first on a 4-yard run by Barber, make it 13-0. The Cougars ended the first led 13-0. In the second quarter, the Cougars scored with 6:16 left in the second on a 2-yard run by Harvey. The next score came in the second quarter with 10 seconds left. 45-yard TD pass from Lane to Allen. And the Cougars scored again with 11:50 left in the fourth on a 1-yard run by Lane to make it 34-0.
It's a nice run there by number 31, Kyle Hillary.
31, Kyle Hillary.
So as you can see, the Cougars have been very productive tonight offensively, and they've done a really good job defensively too.
They have, and you know, this is a good time of the ball game now to get your substitutes in there, get them some reps, because you never know, down the road you might need them to come in a big spot. So it's good to see what you have on the bench.
Hey, you can look at college football. A lot of times you've had injuries, and the subs come in, and they become the starter.
Absolutely. Next man up.
Yeah. So you have to always be prepared. That pass is complete over to number 87, and that's Marquez McKnight. And he picks up a first down.
That was a nice play there.
It was. So I tell you, Northview's on that third deep quarterback, and all of them have been able to move the ball.
They have. I mean, you got to feel good about yourself as a coach if you got 3 quarterbacks that can come in and play like this.
First and 10 for the Cougars at the 38-yard line. A handoff to number 35. That's Lovelace. He picks up about 5.
Picked up 5 yards, second down and 5.
And the quarterback is, who's the quarterback now?
It's number 39, Nick Bowden.
The 34-yard line.
And he's come in and done a masterful job so far.
He has.
If he can lead the Cougars to a score here, all 3 quarterbacks.
Wow.
Whoa, man. Will have produced points. That was a good pass, but it was well defended.
Number 39, Nick Bowden. Pass completed to
So it brings up a 3rd and 5.
T.J. Shackelford, who calls incomplete. That brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Showing they can air it out a little bit this game.
Third and 5. Ball on the 34-yard line. Not much there. A gain of about 1.
I think they're going to go for it here.
That was number 35 again, Lovelace.
Number 39, Nick Bowden gets the ball. Number 35, to Taylor Lovelace. Lovelace stopped by
4th and 5. And the Cougars going to go for it.
number 50, Rashawn Bryant.
Bowden takes the snap. Out. Nowhere.
He tried to get away, but just couldn't.
Yeah, so that time the Panthers did a good job of defending the play. So the Cougars turn it over on downs. And the Panthers will take over at the 35-yard line, their own 35. 3:13 left in the fourth. First and 10 for the Panthers. The ball on their own 35-yard line. 3:13 left in the fourth. Cougars in control, 34-0. Johnson throws the screen. It's complete.
Oh boy.
A great effort. Wow. I tell you what, number 5 is the Markendrick Williams.
I mean, he's had a great game.
He and Williams both, Johnson both have had a
Absolutely.
good game. But he, you know, the yards have to catch on that one.
That's 2 plays like that. I mean, he's just hard to bring down, and you know, this is the second team for second team defense for Northview, but still don't discredit his effort out there. I mean, he's making some nice plays because he did against the first team too.
That was about a gain of about 27 yards. I think we have an injured player. Timeout on the field. 2:36 left. 34-0 Northview. Okay, the action. We're back in action. Johnson drops back. He goes deep. Whoa, like to have been an incredible catch, but incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 10. .223 left. Johnson, he's been chased out of the pocket. He falls a defender and picks up the first down.
That was a good play right there. He's tough to bring down.
First and 10, the ball on the 27-yard line of the Cougars. Johnson, he's being chased. And he gets it outside. And he's dropped inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. But enough for a first down for the Panthers. This drive started on the Panthers' own 35-yard line. Ball now the 14 of the Cougars. 1:35 left in the game. Johnson, he drops it off, and it's complete. And the clock keeps going.
Yeah, I think they're going to say he was tackled in bounds.
So the ball is inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line. Under a minute to go.
Brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers.
Johnson runs around. He's got some running room.
Touchdown.
And he takes it in for the touchdown. From 7 yards out, Johnson scores with 36 seconds left. So there goes the Cougar shutout.
That's right.
But I tell you what, Johnson has worked hard enough to get that one.
He does. He did. I mean, he
deserves
deserves
that
it.
one.
Absolutely. He's been out there doing everything he can, running for his life. Let him have the touchdown. They go for 2.
And
I don't know if he got it.
no,
he didn't
they
get
come up short.
The extra point kick is no good.
So the score is 34 Cougars
Southside Panthers 6.
and 6 for the Panthers. So the Panthers will be kicking off for the very first time tonight. They put together a 65-yard drive, kept off with a 7-yard TD run by Johnson to put the Panthers on the board. The missed extra point. It didn't go 10 yards, so it's the Cougars' ball. And they'll probably just take a knee.
I would think so.
And that's an 11-second differential between the clock and the play clock.
Cougars down 3 years over the field. They're covered by number 19, Zay Maker. First and 10 from the Panthers 48.
This is the opening game of the season for the Cougars, and we'd like to congratulate Coach Josh Parrish and his staff for an outstanding performance tonight from the entire team.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to have a promising year this year.
So the Cougars go up 1-0. And our cameraman tonight, we'd like to thank him, Willie Elder, who always does a great job, even though he went to sleep on me once tonight. Just kidding, Willie. He's been with us a long time, and he does a really good job for us. And my co-host tonight has been George Willett, the beard of knowledge. Oh, but he doesn't have a beard.
No, not this year.
Okay. So it's been great having you guys here with us tonight, and we appreciate our sponsors of this game, Miss Carolyn Smith with Lewis Smith Supply and here in Dothan, and we appreciate them being sponsors. And if you'd like to sponsor one of these games, hey, just give us a call at Scenic. Support high school athletics. You can reach Scenic at 334-793-2722. That's 793-2722, and you can be a sponsor of one of these games. On behalf of everybody tonight, this is Mick Kirkland saying good night, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network, where the Cougars win it 34-6 over the Panthers.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.